numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Fingers don't count on them.
Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. On my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams
Coach, some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Jackson forced out to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Calais Campbell racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
At their own 25-yard line.
Check up. 1, 2, 3. I got it. 11B. Hey, orbit.
Luck on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Check out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Monday. Switch. Hey, check. 11. Hey, Haywood.
Out of the gun, Luck. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Close.
Throwing his line. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Luck. Ebron with it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. On 1st and 10, Luck. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Luck got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Jackson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Calais Campbell, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Jackson now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, it's Luck. And Luck is going to run out of time and out of luck as well. It's a safety. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. From the gun, here's Luck. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On 1st down, Luck. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Back to throw, Luck.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Luck now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. Again, Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jake Ryan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Luck over the middle, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Luck. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll look to run with Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
Steelers 14, Ravens 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Ingram again, a first down carry. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. 58, right over there.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Ebron caught left side. And some room to run now. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Locke firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Luck. This will be caught at about the 5. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. He's got a first down and more past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, check. Mike 48. Bravo. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now it's locked. He finds his man Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Luck now to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Connor going backwards here on the 1st down carry. Stopped up for a loss of a couple. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Luck. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Matt Judon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
58, Mike.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Luck. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Luck. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Luck. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, with his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Jackson now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Give them 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Jackson buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jake Ryan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Luck. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Back now in Baltimore. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. On 1st and 10, Luck. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his third. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Matt Judon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here we go on 4th. Rock. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a three-score game, though, fourth quarter. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Jackson flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Let's go, defense.
A first throw for the backup Griffin. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First down, Steelers.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Luck on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Come on.
Luck gonna throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Again, Luck. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Watch the screen.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And this is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Jackson throwing again. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
29 is the Mike 29.
On third down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to Connor here on first. Down to the 25. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now it's locked. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jake Ryan, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This one from 48 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Steelers, the win won't get them to 500, but they will finish on a high note at 7-9. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they're going to bottom out here to wrap up this very forgettable season at 2-14. And it's fair to say wholesale changes will be forthcoming in the very near future. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon.